65-year-old tradition came to a close today.
Robertsdale Livestock Auction held its final sale. The auction began in 1949 doing weekly auctions and at one time was the largest of its kind in the state.
So why are they shutting down? Hal Sherrick went to that auction today to get the answer to that question, also to talk to people who turned out for this last day.
He joins us now live from the auction site. Hal, how did things go today?
Well, Bob and Lenise, it was exciting, and it was a packed house for the last day of auctions here in Robertsdale. Like you said, it's been going on for 65 years. Today they had over 300 head of cattle registered to be sold, and plenty of folks showed up to take them home. Plenty of buyers. It was a bittersweet for most here, though, because this stockyard has been a big part of so many lives here in the Robertsdale and Baldwin County area for so many years. It seems that as the county grows, there's just too little room left for the small cattle farmer here. Bids were flying and the cattle kept coming. From calves to bulls, more than 300 head were up for auction today at the Robertsdale Livestock Auction. That may sound like a lot, but it's far from when the auction was in its heyday in the 60s and 70s. In those days, it was common to run more than 2,000 head through here on auction day. In recent years, the auction went from running every Monday to just twice a month.
The people buying this land out here and putting it in housing projects and all of that, are not really housing projects, but you know, fine homes and all. It just bought the farmland up, and there's no place to people to raise the cattle, you know.
Harry Bryant has been running the stockyard since it opened, and today was bittersweet for him. Cattle sales have dropped off so much that most sales only see 50 to 100 head brought to auction. It's gotten to a point where there just isn't any more profit to be made in Baldwin County. George Campbell's family sold the land to the stockyard when it opened. Campbell was only 9 years old at the time, but has worked at the stockyard for most of his life. He also has a theory about why there's no room left for the small cattle farmer.
A lot of them eventually got into more of the row crop farming and just let the cows, you know, just went out. That's what happened to us now.
Whatever the reasons, everyone at the sale today hates to see it go. Many have been coming here their whole life and will cherish all of the memories made.
This was a big part of history in Robertsdale. And even though I'm from out of state, I've been coming here for years, and I know a lot of my friends have been. And so it's sad.
Even young, aspiring cattle farmers like 10-year-old Gracie Warner have made many good memories at the Robertsdale Livestock Auction. When she heard of its closing, she felt like she had to do something.
I love coming here. It's like cow heaven. I'll miss the stockyard, and I wanted to have a fundraiser that I would help, and I'd give some of my cow money.
Unfortunately, the doors are closing. Those who are in the business will have to change their habits with the times, something 22-year-old Cody West is ready to tackle.
Well, things change, and I mean, it's been changing for years. It was changing when I got here. It'll be changing when I'm gone, so you just got to hold on the best you can, do what you can.
Roll with the punches. That's about all these farmers can do at this point. The closest market like this, closest auction site like this, is in Frisco City. With fuel prices the way they are, that's a pretty expensive haul for these guys. One little interesting side note I want to tell you about. Bert Hankins, a cattle farmer from Chatham who grew up in these parts, said that his family sold the very first cow here at this auction in 1949, and he was back here today to sell the very last one. Nice, interesting tidbit to put on this story and wrap it up. Reporting live in Baldwin County, I'm Hal Sherrick with Fox 10 News.
Thank you, Hal. Alabama Governor Robert Bentley visited flood-ravaged areas of Baldwin County this past weekend.